any wartime leader, any military leader is always going to want more equipment. You can never have enough. You're going to want more support. You're going to want more ammunition. There is never a point where you go, oh, we've got enough to finish this. It's all going to be fine now. You're always going to want more, and you're going to want a sustained pipeline. So it's unsurprising we're getting the messages we are from Zelenskyy. It doesn't necessarily mean that Ukraine hasn't got enough to do the job it needs to do, but they've got to keep an eye to the future. They've got to have a plan B in case their planned operations don't work as well as they hope. And they've got to show, more importantly, they're in this conflict for the long term. But it has reached a turning point, I think, without doubt, because you've seen, obviously, Russia had the initiative, the momentum when they started the invasion. That then stalled. Ukraine rallied, pushed them back. Russia changed tactics, went on the offensive again, got pushed back. And now we're, entering this sort of third or fourth cycle where Russia's pushed through the winter, captured, to be honest, a very, very small amount of ground overall, and they still haven't even captured Bakhmut, a city of 72,000 pre-war, with all their forces. So I think that's the biggest turning point we have seen so far, is the Russians now waiting for things to happen to them. Very little forward momentum now, and mass casualties to not really move the front line forwards. Now, we're going to find out, of course, whether that's a feature of this sort of war and Ukraine will encounter the same challenges. I suspect they won't. I think they'll be far more successful in their offensive than Russia was in theirs. But there will be a limit to how far it can go. And then what are the consequences of that? Is it far enough to bring about talks? Is it not? And the Russians feel they can wear it and then they can turn and go back on the offensive. That's the sort of pattern we're now expecting. They want more aircraft. They want more UAVs with better capabilities. They want longer range strike munitions. And they want the ability to defend their airspace consistently. Because again, without that, everything is lost potentially. So that's going to be number one on the shopping list and always will be.